For those that don't know me, I'm Keith, the father of the bride, and on behalf of my wife Helen and Nick's mum and dad, Mandy and Richard, would like to welcome you to this celebration of the marriage between Natalie and Nick. You're all extremely welcome, and frankly, it's so nice to see so many friends and family in one place for such a happy occasion. And I know, talking to a number of you earlier, that said, well, you know, maybe it's a shame we had to wait for this. And you think, do you know what? Some things are worth waiting for. Hard to believe, though it may be, Natalie was born some 31 years ago, and as it happens, coincidentally, not very far from where we are now. You might not be able to imagine, but she hasn't always been this immaculate, polished, feminine lady that we see before us now. Indeed, her mother often used to despair, didn't you, Helen, when coming home, rather than seeing your little princess play with a pram or a pushchair or a doll, rather you were probably wearing your brother's football or cricket kit, usually resplendent in a covering of mud, although hair was beautifully coiffured by yours truly into what I just know was a real stylish mullet of the time. She's caring, loving, generous, determined. She's such a love of life itself that she brightens up the place whenever she walks into it. If I was to say, I'm proud to have you as my daughter, that would be absolutely true, but just a complete understatement. It really wouldn't kind of say it at all. If someone would have said to me 31 years ago, can you describe the ideal type of daughter you would like? It would be you to a T. What was clear to Helen and I from the outset is the type of guy Nick is. He's got a fantastic set of personal values. He's high integrity. He's got a really good, strong moral compass. More than anything, it was obvious how he cared and loved Natalie and made her happy. And that's just increased day by day. Nick, I hope in many ways, and in all honesty, you felt welcome and a member of our family for some time now. It's fabulous today to formalise that and for us to feel part of your wider family. So thank you for that. You're clearly well suited. You've got loving family and friends to support you. And what I'd ask you all to do, if I may, is be upstanding, raise your glass, and join with me in a toast to Natalie and Nick, the bride and groom. The bride and groom.
I invite you all to be upstanding for the entrance of the bride.
I, Natalie, take you, Nicholas,
To be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law.
according to God's holy law.
In the presence of God, I make this vow.
In the presence of God, I make this vow.
To everyone here, my wife. You've got to get it in early, haven't you? So my wife and I would like to thank you all for being here with us and obviously sticking with us through last year's COVID-induced postponement. We were both sitting there in the winter lockdown thinking, will it ever happen? So it's great to finally be here. I just want to start off by saying that everything you've seen today has been pretty much down to Natalie. She's been the director of flowers, director of music, director of pretty much everything really. And I guess it's a sign of things to come, isn't it? Natalie and I met in our first year at university, and like all good romances, didn't bother getting together till university was over. I mean, it still baffles me that she was able to resist my charms for 3 whole years. After finally getting together, we decided to give it a go, long distance, back and forth between Nottingham and London. And there comes a point when you know you've been on the same train a few too many times when the guy running the snack trolley starts nodding at you as it's going past. But we built our relationship over the course of many weekends and decided to go to Croatia on our first holiday together. And it was at the point of getting on the plane, it dawned on me that we'd never spent more than 48 hours together in one go. So I was thinking this could be a long week if it turns out 2 days is our limit. But yeah, as you can probably guess, we got along just fine and really went from strength to strength after that. But Natalie, I can't believe how lucky I am to be stood here today. To have married someone as beautiful, as honest, sometimes too honest, and as kind as you. Someone who has the same questionable taste in music, someone who makes me laugh a lot, as well as laughing at your own jokes. Someone who is the decision to my deliberation, the sledgehammer to my scalpel. Someone who makes me a better person and is the one that I love. I think back to Croatia and worrying about spending a week together, but now there's no one else that I'd rather spend the rest of my life with.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Nicholas and Natalie have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.